Hey there, welcome to CT Collectibles MC.
I'm T.
And it's buy or sell time, Tuesday. Again, yeah, we don't have a lot of ideas, but the ideas that we do have, they're very good.
Are they?
So anyways, we're talking about who did well on the actual baseball diamond last week, and see if we're buying or selling what they're doing here. And we'll start it off with, I think, a pitcher. Let me just, the third time's a charm. There we go. Nick Pivetta, there we go. He had a good week on the diamond. So he had a win, 8 strikeouts. No walks. 100% of the guys that got on base stayed there. Very low BABIP, 1 ERA, xFIP of 2.39. And so he had what do you have, like a eight scoreless innings or something like that. And yeah, it was a very good game. It was a very good game for the season. Couple of wins, 865, strikeouts per 9, 295 walks per 9, right? 70% of the guys that get on base stay there. So we're getting a little unlucky there. BABIP 265, ERA 4.22, but he's pitching at a 3.69 xFIP, right, for the season. So he's getting a little bit unlucky, and I think a lot of that's coming from the left on base. Too many guys that get on score. So our question, buying or selling, it's a blind reveal, okay? Great. Player A, 11 strikeouts per 9, under 2 walks per 9. 73% of players that get on base stay there, 2.75 BABIP. Nearly a 4 ERA, but his xFIP is closer to 2.5.
So I know player B is obviously Nick Pivetta.
Obviously. Yeah, right, but these two guys are really, really close.
I'm gonna go,
in terms of WAR, but when it comes to pitching and under the hood, I don't think they're that close.
I'm going to go player A because I'm just not too focused on Nick Pivetta. Who did I get?
He's fine. You got Aaron Nola. Can you believe that? Aaron Nola. He's really pitching well, but the Phillies are kind of bad. And,
they're kind of bad? Bryce Harper?
Well, no, they're kind of good.
Muto?
Okay, the Reds are really bad.
The Reds.
The Reds are bad. Phillies, they could be better, but yes, of course, second was Nick Pivetta. But if you look at their terms of wins above replacement, very similar. When you look under the hood, pretty far apart here. So that's why you can't just look at those surface stats. You got to dig a little bit deep here, correct?
Yes.
All right. So great week, Nick Pivetta. All right, another pitcher, Brady Singer. Probably has a lovely singing voice. Anyways, he had 2 starts. One of those he got a win. 12 strikeouts, 3 walks. 100% left on base. 2.29 BABIP ERA of nothing.
Perfect.
So I think he went 7 or 8 innings against the Twins. He got the loss.
Okay, good.
Right. But
he
didn't give up a whole lot here. xFIP of 291 for the season. Still just the 1 win. Now, he's only had like 5 starts. He's just coming back here. But you're looking at 8.24 strikeouts per 9, under 2 walks per 9. It really is. This is a legit pitcher. 86% of the guys that get on base stay there. So getting a little lucky, right? So that BABIP's fair, but that ERA of 1, absolutely. But again, because nobody that gets on base is scoring here. The xFIP closer to 3. So the question we have for Nick Pivetta is, Brady Singer, over under 3 ERA bonus. Can he actually sing?
He can sing.
Okay, all right. Over or under 3 ERA, I am selling this, okay? That xFIP, again, the left on base probably regresses to 70-80%. Guys are going to start to score. Kansas City, no, the xFIP and the ERA is mostly what the pitcher controls, so errors and stuff aren't going to really hurt things. But I think there's enough things going on right now that he's kind of a 3 ERA pitcher that there will be some further regression taking him just over that perhaps. But heck of a start here.
I'm gonna sell because
you are going to sell.
It's Brady Singer. And
I just picked him up for fantasy. Don't be too mean. We got a lot of injuries.
Hopefully he does bad this year. So he loses points on your fantasy. Also, he's probably going to get like a 5+ ERA.
That's now you're just being mean. All right.
And also, what do you mean I'm fired? From what? Do I have a job? Where's my money?
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's move on. All right, Aaron Judge. You can have half of whatever I make on YouTube.
Oh, geez. He has 15 homers?
Yeah, he's been killing it here. Last week, 435 average. Strikeout walk rate, it is what it is. 3 home runs, 1,500 OPS, 300 weighted runs created for the week. For the season, 318 average, striking out 10% of the time. Walking 10% of the time, striking out 26% of the time. He's a big dude. It's down for him a little bit, but if you're going to hit, 50 home runs, that's cool.
I know, he has an average.
He's on the pace for 60 right now. That's kind of crazy.
Wait,
so we'll see.
What?
We've always said with Aaron Judge, it's all about health. Can he stay on the field for a full season?
Did you say he was going to be like 10 home runs away on this track from beating Barry Bonds?
He's more natural than that. So 15 home runs. 1,000 OPS and 209 weighted runs created. This is MVP level stuff is what we're watching here. It could be an incredible season if he stays healthy, which is a big if.
You said we were a quarter away from this, a quarter
roughly
into the season.
Correct.
And he already has 15 home runs.
Yeah, we're not even a quarter into the season. What are we at? 40 games is like the quarter mark, and I think we're getting closer, but not quite yet. So it's an incredible pace. He's doing this is what he can do if he's healthy. He's an incredible player. My question to you: before the season, we did a little preview. We guessed MVP, Rookie of the Year, Cy Young, playoff teams, all that kind of stuff. For the American League MVP, you picked Mike Trout, and that's looking like a good pick. He's right there. I picked Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
We were wrong. It's probably going to be Aaron Judge.
If he keeps this up, it's going to be Aaron Judge, right? So Vlad's not looking too good. I think he'll correct things. I think he'll have a fine season. But right now, it's the Aaron Judge show in the American League. My question to you is, can I change my answer? I vote yes. I can change my answer from Vlad to Aaron Judge.
I vote no.
Okay, I figured that might be the case here. So, all
right, I'll give you $20 to tell your answer.
Not worth it. All right. Goldie. He's having an incredible season here. 435 average for the week. Couple of home runs, 1,300 OPS, 275 weighted runs created. Amazing stuff.
Did you say incredible season when this is probably like half of what Aaron Judge is doing?
What Aaron Judge is doing is not expected from anybody. It's superhuman. So now bring it back. So it's like, oh, hey, Hulk, do a bench press, and then that's not the bar for anybody else. It's like, what can normal people do, right? So we're in normal people land now, and this is pretty awesome for normal people. All right, 342 average for the season with 6 home runs, nearly 1,000 OPS, 179 weighted runs created. Terrific season. MVP conversation level stuff in his own right. Now with Paul Goldschmidt. A lot of questions around him. Is he a Hall of Famer? Is he not a Hall of Famer? Yes, he's on the track, but he's 34 years old. Can he do this? We're looking for 3 more really good seasons. Season number 1 right now, he's got that on. Can you do something close to this for the next 2? Yes. All right, but anyways, the question at hand. Can he finish with a full season hitting over 300? He has not done that since 2015. He's been close, but has he banked enough so far with that 340 average, nearly a quarter of the way through the season, that he can maintain and finish the season with over 300, with an over 300 batting average? I vote yes. I think he's done enough right now that even if he has a slump or two in the last few months of the season, I think he can probably maintain it and stay over 300.
I'm gonna sell. I think he's going right under 300.
Evil.
Like 297.
You know what? And 297 is, I think he had that batting average like 2 years in a row in like 2016, 2017 or something like that. It could be close. I don't think 340 is the number, but because he's done this for a couple of months already, month and a half, he could wind in that 310, 315 area, which would be terrific. Okay, you're not buying it though. That's all right.
No, I'm not buying it. He's gonna go right under 300.
All right, Rafael Devers, big week, man. Nearly 400, 3 home runs, 1,300 OPS, 266 weighted runs created. He's having a terrific season. All right, for the season, 335 average, 9 home runs, 959 OPS, 174 weighted runs created. Again, this is MVP conversation stuff, not leader like Aaron Judge. Okay, you have Aaron Judge, and then you have conversation right below that, right? But Rafael Devers killing it right now. I just have a fact. I don't have a question or anything like that. Did you know he is just 3 months older than Ke'Bryan Hayes?
Wasn't Ke'Bryan Hayes just like a rookie last
Correct.
year? Wait a second. When was Rafi rookie? Like 2017?
He came up 2017, 2018 when he was about 20, 21 years old. And so that's the key for these guys when you're looking at buying guys for a long time, for a long term. What is their age? How much time do they have to put up these incredible stats? Rafi's on a great Hall of Fame track, but if you're buying a ton of Ke'Bryan Hayes, can he make up 12 to 15 WAR on Rafael Devers starting 5 years later?
How old was Rafi when he came into the league?
Like 21-ish or something, 20, 21.
How old was Ke'Bryan?
24.
Okay, so that makes more sense.
Yeah, so you have a lot of guys coming up 24. It's like, but look this is what you kind of need to do. You need to come up 21 or 22 for the most part. But yeah, if you're kind of thinking, do I buy a Devers or a Hayes card? It's like, look at that head start Rafi has on the field, and he's just 3 months older. That's kind of crazy, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts. He's not dead. He's having a great season here. 357 average.
Did you say he's not
He's
dead?
not. A lot of people are kind of writing him off a little bit.
He's not. 28. Why would he be dead?
20. I'm just saying, like, not baseball relevant. You don't hear a whole lot about him, but he had a great week.
Yeah.
357 average with 3 home runs, 1,300 OPS, 231 weighted runs created for the season, 270, 10 home runs, nearly 900 OPS, with a 150 weighted runs created. Hi, Henry. So he's having a fine season right now. We know he's on a Hall of Fame track. He's got the baseball thing kind of mastered. So maybe he's looking for his next thing here, right? So he's got that arm action going on. does he secretly want to be Salt Bae?
I know, in that picture.
Yeah. So
Mookie Betts is going to be the next meme.
I think so. I think he's going to be a meme. He's going to do a lot of salt. So I think we agree on that one. He will be the next Salt Bae.
Although
and he'll season our food generously.
If he's going to be Salt Bae, he's going to be pretty salty about baseball, which I don't want that to happen.
We're going to end on that one. No, we're going to end on this one. Trevor Story. Monster Week here. It was kind of funny. I was going to do a video on Trevor Story, Ozzie Albies, Anthony Santander, Manny Machado, just guys that maybe they're doing well or a reason they're not doing well or they're doing well and they could do better was their peripherals, their internal numbers were doing just fine, but they were popping up the ball, hitting infield fly balls at a 20% rate. If you hit a ball straight up in the air to the infield like 1/5 of the time, what is your level of success going to be? Probably not very good. You want to put that ball harder into play. Mm-hmm. And so Trevor Story was a guy that's like, you know what? He's popping the ball 20% of the time. I think he can improve on that. Ozzie Albies kind of the same thing. And then he went out and hit 6 home runs. Like, well, I don't have to make that video anymore.
Yeah, and he's at 7 on the year. So basically, like,
right.
all his home runs came in
last week. Exactly. 360 average, 1,500, almost 1,600 OPS, 322 weighted runs created. He's like, Judge, dude. But, I mean, Judge's been doing all season, and he did 1 week, which is kind of crazy. Henry, are you doing okay there, pal? Or are you stuck? Might be stuck. All right. 226 average for the season. Striking out too much here, but he does 7 home runs, which doesn't look bad now. Last week it was 1 home run. It looked pretty bad.
Yeah, his whole season, double those home runs, and you get Aaron Judges. So
exactly.
I don't think he's on the track to beating Aaron Judge.
Yeah, no, not at all. But it was a good week. 748 OPS, so he's getting things going a little bit here. 114 weighted runs created, kind of what he does. And so I think he's getting a feel for Fenway Park a little bit. So he's never hit fewer than 24 home runs in a full season.
Has he went over the Green Monster yet this year?
Well, last week he probably put a few over. So, but he's never been fewer than 24 home runs over the course of a complete season. Are we going over under 25 home runs? If he's figuring out the Fenway, I mean, that's a better home run park than Colorado probably. Can he go over that number, or is he going to go under?
Has, like, you can hit absolute nukes in Coors.
Correct, but it is a bigger field and it helps your BABIP, your batting average and balls in play. Does not necessarily help home runs. I
guess so, and I think he's gonna go over 25 home runs this year.
I'm taking the over. I think he's figuring out Fenway, and I think he can get that. You agree?
He has big support. Xander, Rafael.
It's a terrific lineup now. He's starting to feel it a little bit, and sometimes guys just need to adjust a little bit, when they come to a new team. So, all right, that's what we got for you. Buying and selling them. What are your thoughts? Like, subscribe.
What I'm really wondering about the Red Sox is that. In the games, do they wear red socks?
They used to. Their full name was the Red Stockings because they were Red Sox. White Sox, White Stockings.
Weren't Red Stockings like now the Reds?
Right. Those were the Cincinnati Red Legs. A little bit different.
Red Legs.
A little bit different.
That sounds a little wrong.
Here, let me just. Well, why would that sound wrong? That's not wrong at all.
The red legs.
Right. So they had red legs. Here, we'll just go back a little bit here, and we'll finish with this one. There you go. More you know. Always learning something here. Have a great night.
I guess so.
Bye.
What about White Sox?
Bye. White Stockings.